Desire, an inclusive guide to navigating libido differences in relationships, by Dr. Lauren Fogel Mersy, PsyD, and Jennifer A. Vencill, PhD, ABPP. Read by Samara Naeymi.
Introduction. It's complicated. Prisha and Donovan sit down for their first sex therapy session. A young couple in their early 30s, they're seeking help to address their growing libido differences. They've been together for 3 years and married for 1. At the beginning of their relationship, they seem to have the same level of interest in sex. They were sexual together a few times per week and felt satisfied and comfortable with that frequency. Over the past year or so, since getting married, Prisha has not been feeling as interested in sex as she once did. She still finds Donovan attractive and loves him dearly, but she just doesn't think about sex very often anymore. When Donovan tries to initiate sex, she often turns him down, stating that she isn't in the mood. There are times when she wants to cuddle or kiss Donovan, but she worries it will turn into more. She has started to avoid even general physical touch and affection, especially since she doesn't want Donovan to feel turned on and then rejected. Prisha wonders what's wrong with her. She feels as if there's a part of her that is broken. Donovan has started to worry that Prisha doesn't find him attractive anymore, or perhaps that she even has feelings for someone else. The more Donovan tries to initiate sex, the more Prisha feels pressure and stress around sex. The more Prisha turns Donovan away, the more hurt and frustrated he becomes. It feels like a never-ending cycle without a solution. If this is the pattern after only 1 year of marriage, how will they be able to sustain a long-term intimate connection? What's more, Donovan has noticed that now, when he is sexual with Prisha, his mind often wanders to anxious thoughts about her interest or his performance. Since sex is not as frequent as he would like, when an opportunity does arise, he tends to focus on quickly getting to intercourse. Unfortunately, this has gotten Donovan increasingly stuck in his head, leading to performance anxiety and occasional problems with erections. Rushing into intercourse has also meant less pleasure and fewer orgasms for Prisha, further lowering her libido. Prisha and Donovan's sexual dynamic is, unfortunately, one we see every single day in our therapy offices. In fact, difficulties with desire are the #1 reason people seek sex therapy. Sexual desire discrepancies affect people of all ages, genders, sexual orientations, cultures, and religions. Because most of us didn't receive comprehensive sexual health education growing up, nor were we taught how to talk about sex in an open and healthy way, figuring out how to manage such a discrepancy can be extraordinarily difficult. And when sexual desire discrepancies aren't well managed, other sexual and relationship problems, such as sexual pain, erection difficulties, resentment, and hostility, often follow. Sex therapy is an excellent way to address these problems. However, many people can't access or afford such services due to a limited number of providers. At the time of this writing, there are fewer than 1,100 certified sex therapists in the entire United States. This is why we've written this book. When people find out that we're sex and relationship therapists, we usually get one of 2 reactions. Folks either get a little nervous and quiet, or on the flip side, they become excited and start asking a lot of questions. As therapists and educators, we love questions. We've talked to many people about their relationship worries. We have answered questions about the sex lives of fellow plane passengers more than a few taxi and Lyft drivers, and even once on a boat while on vacation in Vietnam. These conversations don't just happen on various forms of transportation. We've also spent a lot of time answering questions and talking about sex and relationships in classroom settings, at professional conferences, and with our therapy clients. Across all of these experiences, one concern tends to emerge more than all others. I've lost interest in sex. Over the years, we've heard many variations of this worry, including, I want to be sexual with my partner/spouse/lover, but sex doesn't really cross my mind. I want to want it. I used to want sex all the time, but lately I don't. Why isn't sex the way it used to be? My partner/spouse/lover is super attractive, and I love being sexual with them, but they mostly reject my advances. I'm not sure what to do anymore. If I never have sex again, I'd be fine, but that's definitely not.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?